Beauty.
Bonitessa.
Schoonheid.
Sexy.
La beauté.
I think beauty comes more from the inside than from the outside, because if you're self-confident, you look self-confident and people are not gonna matter what you wear or what you do.
I think there's not one definition for beauty. I think beauty should come from the inside, but at first people don't fall in love with you with your inner beauty.
Well, I think beauty is very important for the first impression. I mean, what you look like on the outside really defines first impressions, and first impressions are very hard to overcome, especially if you don't get to know people very well. So in that aspect, beauty is very important, although later on, if you get to know people better, it becomes less important, of course.
Yes, I think that you always want you want to change continuously. You don't want to look the same year in year out. So yeah, really, they should change it.
Fashion or to be trendy. They mostly wear the same style of clothing the whole year and they don't care.
Well, I think that they're skinny and that they're covered in makeup every time you see them on a picture or something or whatever it is they do for the work. So I think it's like they're so fake that if you run into them on the street you wouldn't even recognize them.
Ja, ik vind modellen op zich, als het te dun is, dan vind ik het niet mooi. Dus het moet wel gewoon qua verhouding moet het wel gewoon mooi zijn. En dat ze daar echt voor gaan afslanken en niet gaan eten, nee, dat vind ik een beetje te ver gaan voor modellen.
I have no real opinion about that because I don't think there's anything wrong with them, because you're supposed to be thin, so I don't see any harm in that. I think that some people don't know that it's Photoshop doing it, so I think it influences a part of the people, but not everyone, because I know that when I see a picture it's Photoshopped, so I should not feel threatened by it.
I don't think they influence to be someone that you're not, but they really influence you to be something that you want to be, so you can change your style or you can be more trendy and you can be some person that you want to be. So.
Well, men don't really look at advertisements at all, so they're not influenced in any way, I think. Although women definitely decide what is fashionable and what's not fashionable to wear at that moment, based on what they see in advertisements from famous brands.
I think a little bit of both. I think everyone knows nowadays that most of the images are being photoshopped, and I think everyone knows, but I still think that people are manipulated by the beauty of the images. So the answer is yes and yes.
I really don't know if it's more effective. It certainly did change over time because like any other business, it was very product oriented. It used to be product oriented. It's more and more consumer oriented, market oriented. And that's why you see a difference between the approach to men and the approach to women, because the emotional appeal is very different. The USPs are gone. There are hardly any unique selling points anymore, because most of the products that we see differ emotionally and only emotionally, because the quality doesn't differ that much and all the other characteristics can be met by the competitor as quick as possible. So we introduced branding. Branding became very important, and branding is on the emotional level. And that's where you see differences between men and women.